Always, and I mean always, expect a woman to develop options behind your back when you're dating. If she's with a confident, attractive man, she will create options or backup options behind his back because she feels like that man will never commit. And the exact opposite happens if she's with a man who is head over heels in love with her. She will create options behind that man's back because she thinks he's weak. Because she thinks he's weak and she can do better. Either way, she's going to create options. She wants to make it easier for herself to move on. Women will always create backup options through the cell phone without you knowing. She's always going to be optimizing for hypergamy. You gotta understand, a woman's hypergamy in her emotions, she has an idea in her mind of the type of man, right, who's gonna make her feel love, right, who she's going to love like no other. Her hypergamy is always optimizing for the biggest fit, for the strongest fit, and the most attractive option that she can obtain at the end of the day. So whether you're talking to that woman or y'all dating, she's always going to create backup options because there's a need that she needs to fulfill to get the most attractive option that she can. So for a lot of you guys who think, oh, I've spent a year, 2 years, months with this woman, like, you gotta understand, time doesn't matter. Whenever she feels she wants to exit the relationship, she will. That's what you're going to understand. A woman is never loyal to you as the man individually. She is loyal to her emotions. She is loyal to the way you make her feel. She's always going to be loyal to her emotions. That's the only thing that she's going to be loyal to. And that's her emotions. And that's what you're going to have to understand. So if you want to understand this to a deeper level, you're going to have to understand how women date. And I'm going to show you step by step. The first thing that you're going to realize about women is that women don't have an actual formal start when it comes to dating. She might sleep with a man, right? What she's going to tell her girlfriends and what she's going to tell everybody around her, she's going to tell them that, oh, we're just talking. There's no actual formal start to the relationship. She could have met that guy on day one. She could have met that guy, she could have been knowing this guy for a very long time, but it's no really a formal start to it like a lot of guys think. And the second thing that you're going to realize is that there's no formal end. A woman is not going to end things with you logically, right? And actually put it up front that she's done with you, right? What women usually do, they just become distant. She just takes you less. That's pretty much what happens. She just becomes distant and then disappears. And she will form options via the phone each week while dating a guy. This is what hypergamy does. So you're going to have to understand the mindset difference between the man and the woman. She may say that, oh, that is my husband. Oh, that's my boyfriend, right? But her emotions, right? Her emotions is always going to dictate if she's 1 foot in or 1 foot out in that situation, in the relationship, my G. So she'll spend her time for years searching for that most attractive man that she can get. This is in her nature. This is just how women are hardwired. And when the relationship with a certain guy who she's talking to is boring, she will just exit. And the way she's going to exit, she's just going to talk to you less and lesser and lesser and text message you less and just disappear. This is how women silently and quietly move on, right? And what you're going to have to understand is that this happens at any age. This is how women operate. This is how they just go about their dating. So when it comes to relationships, guys, if you want to get ahead, right, you'll only start seeing results when you stop really caring. When you stop caring what she's up to, who she's talking to, when you're gonna see her again. Like, you really just stop caring and actually putting yourself first and leading yourself and leading your own life. That's what a lot of guys don't really understand. And this is truly just going to sink in once you understand that a woman doesn't care. And she will exit a relationship whenever she feels like it. When she feels like she doesn't want to be in that relationship no more, she doesn't want to spend time with you no more, she will just exit, my G. That's what you're going to have to understand. And this is all feelings. This is her emotions talking. There's no logic to this shit. A guy who gets it, a man who understands it, is a man who's not afraid or doesn't fear rejection. A guy with no ego attached to a certain outcome. A guy who's detached from all outcomes when he's spending time with that woman. This is not a guy who's trying to create a vibe. He just goes along with a vibe. This type of man who gets it, he just doesn't care if he gets laid. He doesn't care if he gets laid. This guy doesn't fear rejection at all. He doesn't care if he gets rejected. And a lot of guys should understand, like, a man who gets women, a guy who understands women, is a man who's not trying to build a relationship. A man who gets it, there's nothing to build. A relationship is really just words. The more you're trying to build words with a woman, the more you're trying to communicate with a woman, I made a video about it yesterday, the more you're trying to build something between the two of y'all, the more you're just going to become a friend, right? You're just going to automatically, you're putting yourself in the friend zone, right? And number two is, she just can't like you. She can't get attracted to that. That's what you're going to have to understand, because you are showing the signs that you are not pre-selected, that you are not him, that you're not that guy, my G. She's looking for him. She's looking for the most attractive option. So always expect women to leave you. Always expect women to leave you. So every man that tries to work to be a boyfriend, or try and get a girlfriend, or try and get a wife, they literally work towards these type of stuff, right? They're always gonna get punished. These type of men are the men who get punished to the highest degree because of the high importance they put on words. Literally just words. You can't be a full-grown ass man trying to build words with a woman. She's always going to disrespect you. You treat her like a celebrity, and she's always going to treat you like a fan. The guys who put that much importance to words, these guys are usually the guys who get left for the guys who don't try and do any of these things. Don't try to build relationship with women. That's what you're going to understand. So women aren't loyal to you. A woman is never going to be loyal to you, my G. She's really just loyal to her own emotions and how she feels. She will leave you instantly when she feels like it. You as a man should be prioritizing your success, building yourself up into getting closer and closer to your desired reality, to your desired outcome. Literally spending 24/7 becoming the most attractive and assertive man and masculine man as you can be. This is pretty much all you really can do as a man. And I want each and every one of you guys literally try and become as attractive as you can. Work on your charisma. Work on your look. Work on your assertiveness. Work on putting yourself out there. This is going to take not just outer work. This is going to take internal work. This is going to take you to to places and do things that are going to be uncomfortable sometimes. Every day, pushing yourself to become stronger, become better. What you're going to have to understand is that women only respond to strength. That's all what women respect. That's all what women love. Like she can be unhappy, right? A woman can be unhappy with you, but if she can respect you, she will never love you. That's what you're going to have to understand. So you're going to have to learn to put yourself first. Because when you start putting yourself first, she will put you first. When you start leading yourself as a man towards your goals, towards your desired outcome, towards things that actually really matter, your purpose, your calling that God has you on this earth, right? This is when a woman will follow. This is when a woman will follow your lead, my G. All you got is yourself. All you got is the body that God gave you, is what you have right now, my G. And you should try and use that to build the success for your life that you want. This is about you becoming the best version of yourself. This is about you actually using what God gave you, your personality, your look, your voice. Like, you gotta understand, you can only have what you already have in this world. So a lot of you guys who feel like, oh, I don't think I have enough money, this is why I can go and talk up to this girl. Or I don't think that if only, what a lot of guys will do is say things, oh, if only if I have, six-pack F, if only if I, bench this much at the gym, if only if I had this amount of money, if only I've had, this haircut, right? Then they will have the confidence. You gotta understand, everything that you tell yourself that you need, you become weak to. And anything you become weak to controls you. You gotta decide as a man, are you going to be controlled by the things of the outer world, the external, the physical things of the 3D, or are you gonna start leading yourself? Are you going to start leading your own life and control where your life is going, rather than having the external control you? What a lot of guys don't understand is that if you don't ever put yourself first, everybody else gonna put you last. That's why I'm gonna end it. So if you like the video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.